वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की fateh. Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji is remembered for his life, his rule, his teachings, but most importantly, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji is remembered for his sacrifice. Shahidi in Sikhism is not just giving up one's life. It is the ultimate act for standing up for righteousness and protecting justice for others. And today I'm going to speak on what Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's Shahidi teaches us about resisting tyranny in today's world. In the 17th century, Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor, implemented a policy that enforced anyone who was not Muslim to convert to Islam and leave behind their own faiths. Among those who were in panic were the Pandits of Kashmir, who were Hindu scholars and priests, and they did not want to abandon their faiths. So they turned to Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji for protection. When the Pandits met with Guruji, his 9-year-old son, Gobind Rai, wondered what was going on. And Guruji explained to him that in order for these Pandits to receive freedom, someone needs to offer their life. A great, brave, and holy soul needs to offer their life. And Gobind Rai, who was only 9, looked at his father and asked, "Who is greater and holier than you?" Guruji then decided that he was going to protect the Pandits. Jo saran ave tis kant lave, e bird swami sanda. The Lord lovingly embraces whoever comes to Lord's sanctuary. This is the way of the Lord and Master. This divine principle is reflected in Guruji's decision to protect this vulnerable group. He shielded them without hesitation or judgment for their caste or their religion. Guruji made a declaration to Aurangzeb. He said that everyone will convert just as he wanted. They will follow your policy, but in one condition. You must get me to convert first. And no matter how many luxuries Guruji was promised, no matter how much torture he was put through, Guruji stood his ground. He put his life on the line for religious freedom. Guruji did not follow Hinduism. He did not follow their practices. He did not worship their idols, and he did not owe these Pandits his help. And yet he did not hesitate to do so. This teaches us that we as Sikhs, we do not just respect other people's religions. We should be ready to sacrifice our own lives for religious freedom. The truth is, oppression did not end in the 17th century. We are yet to reach equality. Today, people are still targeted and made to feel unsafe for the article of faith that they wear, whether it be a turban, a hijab, a kippah, or any other religious symbol that shows who they are, who displays their identity. People are still told to fear what they do not know. Today, genocides are taking place. Cultures, languages, religions are being forcibly wiped out. Rights are being taken away. Governments are leading with fear and oppression. In countries such as Ukraine, Syria, Palestine, millions of refugees are fleeing due to war and persecution. In Myanmar, the Rohingya people who follow Islam, their citizenship is being taken away, allowing the military to commit a genocide against them. For what? Their religion. In Afghanistan, the Taliban are not allowing women to take on an education after the 6th grade. Why? Because of their gender. We as Sikhs must not live our lives in ignorance. Our Guruji did not make a sacrifice for the people of his time. He made it to show future generations that we must be able to make that same sacrifice too. Until everyone on earth attains freedom, we cannot sit back and enjoy ours. Tyranny, cruelty and oppression does not only come from an emperor. It comes from our hate, our discrimination. Guruji's message to us as Sikh youth is to resist these injustices, not with violence, but with courage, compassion, and most of all, truth. But before we can change the world, we need to take a look at our own country. Our country that is still denying healthcare to Indigenous people today. We need to take a look at our workforce, our workplaces that still look at immigrants who built our nation and tell them that they are not welcome here. We need to take a look at our schools, where children are still being bullied. There are power imbalances everywhere. We witness people be treated unfairly all the time. Think of a student being excluded because of the way that they look. because of their accent that indicates where they came from, because of their religious symbol that indicates who they are. Standing up against this discrimination and this injustice, that is what fighting tyranny looks like. Guruji did not wait until Aurangzeb came up to him and threatened him specifically. He did not wait for one of his own followers to come up to him and tell them that they need help. Because Guruji knew that tyranny needs to be stopped the second it appears. We do not wait until that tyranny reaches our doorstep to act. In my own life, I try to embody even a fraction of the same strength and bravery that Guruji had. I try to speak up against anti-bullying. I try to change the community. I reflect on my behavior, my personal relationships, and the way that I am to be kinder. Because I know that it is with the knowledge I have gained from my Guru's teachings that remind me that compassion will always be needed from us. As Sikh youth, we have inherited immense strength and resilience from our ancestors. We have come from a long line of sacrifices. And whether in our daily lives or in the face of global injustices, we need to find the strength to stand up. And that strength comes from our awareness, our faith, and the guidance from our gurus, the guidance from Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Nanak soba sorth de prab, ape gormukh de vadiyai. O Nanak, by his grace he bestows enlightened awareness. God himself blesses the Gurmukh with glorious greatness. Spiritual awareness is what guides moral courage. It is our faith in God, and it is us living righteously that allows us to be fearless. True resistance comes from within us, and it is our faith in ourselves, our religion, and our gurus that will give us the strength to resist tyranny in our world today. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.